Hi, this is Joe Bartz, and welcome back to this new edition of Everyday Hypnosis. This is number 3. Today we're taking the skeleton exercises to their next level, basically maintaining that connectedness while standing. As always, if you suffer from PTSD, from DID, or certain forms of schizophrenia, or any such medical condition that is contraindicative to relaxation exercises or hypnosis, please consult with your physician before engaging in any of these exercises. So the first step of the skeleton exercises is, while being seated and not moving, to feel a connectedness throughout the entire body, each part with each other, and then the connectedness of the body with the surrounding space. The second step was to maintain that feeling of connectedness while doing small movements, starting maybe with the breath and then moving on to moving fingers or arms, whichever is possible. In your own practice, if you're doing this and you notice that you lose that feeling of connectedness at a certain intensity of movement or a certain time, just dial it back, try and work on the beginning exercises again, and then take it up that notch with movement or other such things in that vein. The next step, of course, is to maintain that connectedness while standing. So find an area where you have enough space to stand, where you won't be immediately disturbed by all kinds of noise from outside or from anyone else, and just begin the same exercises that you did with seated, not moving, in a standing position. I don't see any need to make a big distinction between standing stationary and not moving, and standing and moving to a certain extent. Obviously, the movement in the standing position is similar to the second exercise. So while standing, start with the breath. Feel the air moving into the nose or the mouth, however you choose to breathe. It's not important. The changes that happen physiologically in your body, and then step up that movement to maybe moving your fingers or lifting your arms slowly. You can even do certain types of mobility movements. Try to move them slow so that you maintain that connectedness throughout the entire body while doing them, like trunk rotations or other such exercises. The idea being that connectedness is always there. It's just one thing that we oftentimes miss in our day-to-day lives. The ultimate goal at the end of these 4, maybe 5 steps is to maintain that connectedness throughout the entire day. The only time that physiologically or biologically speaking a sense of disconnectedness is necessary is under extreme stress situations. And one of the goals of the type of hypnosis that I do is to realize that most of our everyday lives, depending on our profession, there are certain professions where high stress situations actually do occur, but most of our everyday lives do not include any sort of life-threatening situations at all. And in that vein, our stress reactions, which tend to occur in non-stress situations, are not appropriate. They're also not very helpful, because disconnectedness to yourself leads oftentimes to decisions that are not true to oneself. And someone who's stressed can be easily manipulated. Anyway, experiment with that exercise, standing, see how things work. If that connectedness is not maintained, dial it back a step, Let me know what you think. Let me know how it's going. And give me a like and a subscribe. Thanks.